And good morning to you, Mississippi Delta. Stephen Robinson here alongside Mike Yuva for an extended version of Morning Sports. And it's extended because it's a special occasion this morning, Mike.
Special occasion. Yesterday was National Signing Day. We had over 60 signees in the Delta. I wish we could get to all of them on the set today, but unfortunately there's just so many we're not going to be able to. So what's the second best thing? You can see the names right above our heads. So congratulations to all those players. Take a screenshot, show your buddies today in class. But nonetheless, though, it's a very exciting day, though. Just like I said, not only just across the Delta, across the country. A lot of young men, not just football, but soccer as well, making their dreams come true of not only playing a collegiate sport, but going to college.
Yeah, putting in the hard work, making it happen, and seeing that hard work pay off today with a free ride to college. We begin first over in Hollandale, where Simmons High School had a trio of Blue Devils put their pen to the paper, highlighted by Nero Nelson, who's going to Mississippi State, multi-talented athlete who helped lead his team to a state title and undefeated record this past season, says the early interest from state is what won him over.
But I knew after that big dog count and being around those guys that play there, that's the place I wanted to be. So I took it from there that I'll take it upon myself to decide that I'm going to join the Bulldog family. They've been with me ever since my 10th grade year. So you stay loyal to the one that's been there for you through it all.
Like that there. Joining Nelson at the table are Roderick Jarrett, who's going to Colin, and Charles Robinson, who's on his way to Kahoma CC.
Well, Stephen, over at Greenwood High, the Bulldogs were well representing on signing day. John, Derek Smith, Danny Nevels, Cortavian Mack, Ant Williams, Javian Jones are all headed to Moorhead. Darren Smith is off to Hines. Tyler Glass is committed to Gulf Coast. Jawan Addison, Kahoma. Jamarcus Weatherall is still undecided, but he said that either Valley State and some other JUCOs are still in the mix at this time. They have 14 days to make their decision from now until then. Otherwise, you'll be a walk-on. We'll show some love for the former quarterback, Demarius Ray, who signed with Northeast. And then that brings us to Marquise Spencer, who won't be changing colors or nicknames. The All-State defensive end inks with an SEC squad, Mississippi State.
I've been liking it ever since I was young. And, they got a good atmosphere. They got a good coaching staff. And I love to play with another Bulldog. Especially me because I ain't had nothing growing up, and I wanted to show the world that how people from Greenwood come up. I tell them work hard, always go to class, and listen to your coach. The
senior class is part of a Bulldog group who advanced to the North 4A state finals in back-to-back years.
And even though Alcorn State has gone through a coaching change this week that hasn't swayed Travell Wade's decision to play for the Braves, the Shawhawk linebacker, Class 1A Defensive Player of the Year, signs with the purple and gold. And he told me he's hoping to step in right away and make an immediate impact for the two-time defending SWAC champs. He's just that good, I'm not doubting. And staying in Bolivar County, over at Cleveland High, 3 Wildcats signing scholarships for Darian Flowers, headed to Mississippi College. He's the guy in the middle, while Zach Kinkus and soccer player John Hawkins are moving right next door to play for Delta State.
And like Cleveland High, Bayou Academy also had 3 players ink on the dotted line. Damian Gray is on his way to play for Mississippi College. Michael Beeman is committed to Kahoma. And John Thomas Davis won't be headed far either. He'll be inking a commitment with Delta State right down the street. Hop on the bike there, young man.
Yeah, just take a walk. And 2 captains from the Indianola Academy North State Championship team from this past season are rewarded with scholarships. Quarterback Taylor Robeson, he's bound for Lyons College, ready to pull the trigger over in Arkansas, while lineman great Scott Poindexter, signs with Delta State, nearby DSU.
Remember this, football will only last so long. Stay in school and get you a good quality education. Understand? All right.
Well, Stephen, as we saw right there, we talked about at the beginning of this show, is, people just think it's just about football on this day, but it's not. It's much, much more.
Yeah, you're right about that, Mike. Taking care of business in the classroom first and foremost, and you get an opportunity to get a free education. You definitely want to take advantage of that, and let football be secondary. So put most of your efforts into the academic part, and I believe everything else will pan out for you, nevertheless, to say the least. And words well said by Coach Gregory Red and his team. They were very attentive, to say the least.
Well, speaking about Coach Red over at Gentry High, yesterday morning the Rams had a huge group of players putting ink to paper for National Signing Day. These 8 Rams were looking sharp. I might have to borrow some of their suits, Stephen.
I like that green.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't fit into that one. I mean, I'm not the biggest guy out there, but then again, you know, what are you going to do? Of that group, only one will be leaving the state. Offensive tackle Fabian Woodard is Division I bound for the Big Easy to play for the Tulane Green Wave.
I don't know what to say. Like, when I got up to get ready to announce where I was going, my heart dropped. And it's just been crazy for me today. I want to be a sports medicine physician, and the medical program there is out the chain. And I took a visit down there 2 weeks ago. The campus, it was great. The environment, the family features, and just the way they make you feel like it's all one.
And Mike, there was a buzz over at the Nest. Greenville High, we're talking, where a pair of Hornet teammates now will be on opposite sidelines on the JUCO level come next season. Eric Grosley taking his pass catching skills to Cole Lynn, while lineman Chris Dye will play for Holmes.
And right across the street, Stephen, of our station, O'Bannon had 5 players and 1 manager. You hear that? Manager. You don't have to just be a football player or a soccer player.
Should have gone that route.
Should have been a manager. They all work hard. Anything can happen. They all signed their national letters of intent yesterday. Darius Ezekiel, Jimmy Cork, Calvin Lewis, and manager Julian Connor will be headed to Coahoma Community College, while teammates Jermarcus Moore is Hines bound, and Kerry Thingpad is committed to Moorhead.
And Michael Bannon's backyard rival Riverside also had a couple of players sign their letters of intent with JUCO schools. Linebacker Jeremy Robinson, who happens to be my new neighbor. How you doing, neighbor?
Family.
He's doing quite well.
Family reunion.
Yes, he's off to home. So while Muhammad Kent, he will be headed to Clarksdale, making that short journey over to Clarksdale to play for Coahoma Community College. And over at Clarksdale High, this looked more like a scene from a family reunion portrait.
Cue it up, at the family reunion.
Coach Henry Johnson sending several of his players on to the next level. They call them the Super 7, if you will. Troy Johnson is moving on to Hines, Jawans Frazier to Itawamba, Melvin Stevenson Jr. and Travion Shannon to Gulf Coast, Malcolm Curry to MDCC, and Zontae Mullins to nearby Coahoma CC. And our last stop takes us to Rosedale High. Is that Odell Beckham? Is it? Oh, not quite. It's the Keenan boy.
OBJ.
Yeah, but he's got a game like the Giants wide out. Debo, as I like to call him, with his family and friends, all looking on, coaches as well, put his name on the dotted line with Mississippi Delta. He'll suit up and play DB for the Trojans, although I think wide receiver might not be bad as well. He's a heck of an athlete, folks. But as you mentioned before, Mike, athletics taking a back seat, though, to what those guys really should be going to school for.
No, it's an exciting opportunity. I don't know, I mean, just someone that had the opportunity to play collegiate football at the Division II level in Massachusetts. Playing college football, there's nothing like it. You're going to learn so much just as a man, you know, being able to do a lot of things outside of football once your careers are done. But as I tell young people all the time, it's, you know, you got to remember, playing collegiate football is a privilege. It's not a right. Nothing is just automatically going to be given to you, and you're going to learn so much life lessons while playing college football. But the bottom line is this: you need to be able to take care of stuff not only on the field but in the classroom, because if the grades aren't there, you're not going to be able to play football, and then you might not be able to keep that scholarship. So do what you got to do. And for the younger people watching, whether they're in not in high school yet, or it might be a junior, keep that in mind. If you want to be like one of these guys you saw this morning, be able to, hey, I got to get it done in the classroom, and everything else will follow through.
Yeah, and I talked to some of the guys as well about a lot of them saying they want to go on to the pro level, but only a small few. And you shouldn't deter anyone from following their dreams, but keep that in mind. It's a very small number that do make it to that next level of playing professional football, the NFL per se. But you might have a better chance. I think you do have a better chance of maybe moving on to something else in the field of business, medicine.
A lot of those guys that play, they end up doing something when they're done. So
medicine, or even maybe being the next Mike Yu. I think you have.
That's not too hard. You don't need a college degree for that. Okay, I did get my college degree. That's not what I'm saying.
We understand, Mike. We understand. But we want to wish all the athletes who signed today, those that we covered, those that we did miss as well. We wish you nothing but the very best moving on to the next level.
Looking forward to seeing what these guys do at the next level.
All right. That's going to do it for your morning sports, Mississippi Delta.
No. Don't touch that clicker.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Mike's in the house. Don't touch that clicker.
Guys, back to you.
All right.
Wait, no. Riley.
Hey, Mike. Touching it.
He's going to get us later. You know that, right?